Hello, my very most beautiful Libra. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So my lovelies, we are going to be doing your January monthly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. Everything that you guys will need to know about the reading is going to be in the description box below for you. If you guys want something that is tailored for your exact energy, I do have personals open. We are going to be doing for the monthlies, I want to do an element spread. I want to kind of do something a little bit more all-encompassing. We will go back to our regular, our regular love spreads for our weeklies, but for the monthly, I want to take a look at not just love, but whatever other energies are at play for the month for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. If love comes up, we're definitely going to read it, but I just don't want to have that be the only focus. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my very most beautiful Libras, please. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Libra's energy. A very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my lovelies, let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. Okay, so I do feel like, overall, I do feel like this does look pretty nice. I do feel like there's been some kind of conflict, some kind of issue here that you've been trying to work through, get past, but let's take a look and see what's going on. So we're going to start at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Knight of Cups, so I like that. The Knight of Cups, he's a dreamer, he's a visionary, and he really knows what he wants, and he has also got this really beautiful, almost like Piscean, dreamy aspect to his energy. So I overall really like the Knight of Cups. I do feel like you have some kind of dream, some kind of vision here where, maybe there's been a little conflict in it. I feel like you are overcoming that here. It does look like there is some kind of turnaround, but I do feel like you have a dream and a vision, whether that's for a relationship, whether that's in your career, your home, whatever it is. I feel like you're not quite ready to give up on it yet, regardless of the conflict. So overall, I really like that. Now for your air energy, which is going to be one card for your thoughts, one card for your communication, and we will clarify all of this too, or at least what we need to. So we have the Six of Swords in the reversed for your thoughts. Yeah, there's definitely been some kind of conflict that you guys haven't been able to fully get past. We do have the Judgment card here and the Five of Swords at the bottom as well. So it kind of feels to me that there has been some kind of conflict. Something hasn't quite been, going as smoothly as you like it when it comes to this dream or vision, where however that plays out into your life. If it's with a person, there could be some kind of conflict or distance or something between the two of you, but you still have hope, you still have faith. The Six of Swords in reverse tells me you haven't gotten past it yet. So I feel like you're still in it, okay? You're still in whatever this conflict are, but you're trying to get past it. There's definitely some kind of lack of stability going on. So if this is, even in your communication, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Definitely some kind of lack of stability. It could be something that's a little bit in and out. This could definitely be somebody for some of you guys. If it's a person, there could be some travel in it. Okay, maybe it's somebody that you have to travel to. Maybe it's long distance, and maybe that's why there's not a lot of stability. If it's work or career, there could be just some kind of conflict. Maybe you're not super happy at your job, or there's some kind of conflict at your job. There's something going on there that you haven't been able to get past, and it makes things feel very unstable. If you're looking for work, that could be a little stressful and you haven't found anything yet, and things feel very unstable. So this is what's going on in your thoughts. We're going to move down to our emotions. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So this is really nice for your emotions. This is about being willing to cooperate, being willing to work together, being willing to get along, wanting to cooperate. It's a really nice energy. So I do feel like if there's some conflict at work, whether it's with other coworkers or conflict in a connection, that could be friend, family member, lovers, however it plays out. Wherever this conflict is, you are in a really great emotional state for it. You're like, I don't want the conflict. This is getting in my way of what I'm trying to achieve here, whatever this dream or goal or vision is. If it's in the relationship, you're like, it's not worth losing the relationship. It's not worth this. So you're very, very willing, very open to kind of, being fair and working together. So I like that energy for you. Now, for what your intuition is trying to tell you, we do have the Death card. Now, that can be, your intuition letting you know that maybe there's some aspect of the connection or some aspect of, this situation that needs to be let go, that needs to come to an end. Okay. Even maybe an aspect of yourself. It can also be transformation. So we're going to clarify that in a moment and see what's going on with that. Your intuition could be trying to tell you that, the situation definitely can be transformed, not to give up hope. Especially on this Death card, on this side of it, on the side that you pulled, it's very bright and sunny. It's very hopeful. It's almost like, after some kind of conflict or ending here, there's a transformation. The sun rises again, as opposed to this side of the Death card where it's a little bit more, doom and gloom. So I do feel like the message here is your intuition, your higher self, they want you to know, it wants you to know that, this is totally possible to transform. You can still get whatever you want out of this situation. So for what you're trying to ground, so this is like what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to make happen, what the goal is. We have the Temperance in the reverse. I feel like this is more stating, that you're having a lack of patience with it. Maybe it's taking a lot longer to, get to than what you would like to. If it's a relationship, and maybe if you're trying to attract love, that could seem like you're not finding the right person, or you're not finding the person. If it's some kind of conflict within your connection that you're trying to overcome, it could seem like no matter what you try, it's just not happening. Because the Temperance is also the alchemical process. It's transforming one thing to another. Then especially with this Death card also being transformation, it can really be speaking about how you're trying to transform a situation. Whether it's trying to transform maybe your finances, your relationship, wherever area this is, playing out for you. It could feel like there's a lack of patience, like you're trying and things just aren't happening, things just aren't changing, it's not getting you anywhere. But I do feel like you're going to be successful because what your stability looks like. So even though this may be what you're trying to ground, you want it to hurry up. The stability of it is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, this can be twin flame energy, especially I'm really drawn to how there's the two pillars here and then you got the wands here. Anyways, it does kind of look like a third 11. So it does kind of feel like to me that if it's a relationship, it definitely can. You guys definitely can overcome this. You guys definitely can figure out a way to make this work. There may be some, out of the box thinking with this transformation, but it's definitely possible. And that's something that Spirit wants you to not to give up on yet, even though you're getting a little impatient here. It is possible. The Four of Wands can be a marriage. It can be a card of a home. Some of you guys could be getting a new home or, even getting married. If it is a marriage, maybe that marriage can be saved. It can be transformed, however this resonates for you. It's also, though, reaching a goal, a finish line, an accomplishment. Okay, so wherever this is playing out, whether it's work, finance, whatever this dream and vision is, whatever you're trying to achieve here, there's definitely, what your grounding, what your stability looks like is success, is a victory. So I really like that. It means whatever conflict you're having in January, you can transform it. Just don't give up. Okay, you're going to get there because there's a goal, there's a victory, reaching that finish line and accomplishment at the end of it. And it's even a celebration, having something to celebrate because you persevered. Now, for what you're creating, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. There could be a decision that just needs to be made or some kind of action. Maybe you've already made up your mind that this is what you want, but there's some kind of action that needs to be taken following that, okay? We're going to clarify that, but I like what you're destroying is the Justice in the reverse. So I feel like you're getting some kind of karmic justice here. I do feel like if something was kind of blocking you from being able to achieve this, I feel like that's being cleared out. I feel like karma's kind of got your back in this situation. It also kind of feels like to me with this energy that maybe you have known what you wanted to do or what you needed to do in a situation, but you've been hesitating to take action. I feel like, that's something that you're changing now. You're creating a new opportunity for yourself. And I feel like karma has your back in this situation, but we are going to grab another deck and clarify. So tell me about this. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Why is the overall energy the Knight of Cups here? We got the Eight of Swords because you've been very in your head. Whatever this is, it's almost like and that's the thing, other thing with the Eight of Swords is she's only seen one way of doing things. And sometimes they can talk about that, needing to realize that there are more than one way to do things. So with that kind of energy here with that Knight of Cups, it's like maybe you only have thought that there's one way to make this dream or vision happen, you know, and that could be really having you in your head thinking it's not going to work, thinking it's not going to be successful. I feel like the message here with this energy is Spirit is saying that there is more than one way to make this happen, and that could be where this transformation is too. But I do feel like you could be figuring that out here, because the Five of Wands in the reverse is a very open energy. It's willing to compromise, willing to like work together, willing to cooperate and get along with not just other people, but even with yourself, with new ideas. I really like it. It's a very open energy. So you could be stepping into an energy of being open to new ways of doing things. And it could really help transform whatever it is you're trying to achieve here. So like, even if it's love, maybe you're trying to attract love. Maybe that's what you want to do here. It could very simply just be, maybe you've only, you know, tried to meet people a certain way, but maybe you open up to a new way of trying to meet people. You know, maybe you try a different dating site or something of that nature. I mean, it's something like that where you realize that there's more than one way to do something here. Tell me about the Six of Swords in the reverse. What is that here for? Why is that in the thoughts? So you could be having a little bit of a negative thinking, because I see you're getting a little impatient here. So it could be the Six of Swords in reverse, thinking that you're not going to get there. You're not going to get past it. You know, the Lovers, thinking that you're not going to, if it's love, you could be thinking you're not going to find that right person. And the Lovers doesn't have to be the Lovers. They can also be a turning point. It's like, I feel like you've been giving and giving and giving and not getting to where you want to be in whatever the situation is for you. So the Lovers can be a turning point, and it could be just feeling like you're not going to get there. That turning point isn't going to come, but it absolutely is. Tell me about this King of Pentacles in the reverse. What is this King of Pentacles here in the reverse for? We have the Empress card. So you are moving towards abundance, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. I know right now things in your communication can be feeling very, you know, unstable, but there's somebody here, whether this is a person that you're very attracted to, or, you know, it's a job prospect. There is a lot of abundance here, and I feel like you do realize that, you do feel that. So I wouldn't stress too much about whatever that is. If things feel a little bit unstable for you, things feel like they're not moving forward, they still absolutely are. Tell me about this Five of Wands in the reverse energy. Got the Three of Swords. So, you know, they could have been causing you a lot of stress, a lot of heartache, you know, this not happening, especially if it's in a connection. Okay, it's where especially if it's in a connection, you know, or if it's a business, something that you've been really trying hard to achieve and accomplish. You know, it can feel very, you know, very hurtful, very disappointing when something isn't working out and you keep giving and giving and giving. Even if it's just trying to find that person, okay, and you're doing everything you think you can and you're not finding it. Whatever that is, it can be very painful, but I do feel like the biggest message here is Spirit saying, you know, not to give up because you're almost there. Tell me about this Death card energy. The Judgment card, yeah. There's a call to action, and especially with this Judgment card, Death card, and Two of Wands, I really feel like Spirit is saying whatever it is that you are trying to attract here, whatever it is that you want, you can absolutely have it. But there is kind of a call to action. In the traditional Judgment card, there's an angel coming out of the sky with a giant like flag and megaphone, like trying to get your horn, trying to get your attention. Okay, it's like a call to action. Like, you can have whatever you want. You can transform this whole situation. You can have the Lovers. You can have the Empress. But you have to take some kind of action. There is another way to do this. There is another way to make this happen. So a little bit of out of the box thinking and a little bit of action is going to really transform this entire situation. Tell me about this Temperance in the reverse. Tell me about this Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, the Six of Swords. Look at that. That is exactly, you're getting impatient that things aren't going to move forward. You're not going to get what you want out of the situation, but you are. That turning point that you're worried about, it's coming, okay? But there's some kind of solution to it. There is another way to make it happen, and you have all the power. You have all the power. Spirit just calling you to take action and realize that there's another way to do things. Yeah, I do feel like you've been very worried about a situation here, whether it's finances, whether it's, a relationship. Tell me about this Four of Wands. And that's another thing to remember. Spirit is saying there is victory here. There is victory here. You got the Death card. There is victory in transformation. Yeah, I really do feel like Spirit is calling on you to think out of the box. Whatever it is that you're trying to track, whatever it is that you want, there's just another way to do it. And once you realize that and take that action here, especially with the Two of Wands, once you take that action, it's going to be very successful. It's going to work out, and you're going to be able to move past this much quicker than you could have even imagined. The thing with the Two of Wands is he is a young emperor. He is standing at the top of his castle. This is his home. This is where he's always been. The castles represent home, security, comfort. And he has to step out of that. He has to leave that behind and go into the unknown. Look at there's mountains in the distance. There could be challenges. He has no idea what he's going to face. But that's what's required of him in order to go become the emperor. That's why he's the young emperor. He has to go and leave his comfort, home, security behind, leave behind what he's always known and done to go in a new direction in order to gain that emperor status. That's what Spirit is calling on you to do now. There's a way that you've been trying to make something work or trying to attract something, and it just isn't working. And you're getting frustrated and you're getting upset, and that's understandable. And maybe it's even painful here. But don't give up, because Spirit is saying you can have it like this. There's another way. You just have to have some out of the box thinking, and you have to leave behind a comfort zone to make a decision to go a new path. So tell me about this Two of Wands energy. Got the Emperor and the Hangman. You can't even make this stuff up. Guys, this is a very powerful reading. Yes, you take that action and you can become the Emperor, okay? The Hangman, it's a shift in perspective, okay? Take a pause. Take some time to really sit there and think and reflect. You even had the Hierophant just fell out. And the thing with the Hierophant is, in this deck, it looks like they're having an aha moment. I really, really feel like Spirit is saying, if you take this chance and you move in this new direction, try something that you haven't, it's going to work out gloriously for you. You'll become the Emperor. Take a small pause, take a breather, shift your perspective a little bit, try something out of the box. And I feel like it's going to really come to you if you take that pause. You're going to have that aha moment, and you're going to know exactly what to do here, okay? These kind of flipped around on me. I'm going to turn them around, and we're going to clarify this. So I feel like the universe is backing you up in this. What you're destroying is the Justice in the reverse. Tell me about this Justice in the reverse. The Seven of Cups. So you've been very confused. The Justice card can also be a truth coming out too, realizing a truth. It kind of feels like to me that maybe what you're destroying is confusion. What you're destroying is not seeing things clearly as well. You got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck too. So you are being divinely guided. You are not going through this alone. You can ask your angels, ancestors, spirit guides for assistance, to help you figure out what this out of the box thing is for you. But guys, I really like this reading for you. I do feel like Spirit's saying you can have everything you ever want. Whatever the situation that you're down about, it can be totally transformed this month, okay? There is victory here for you. You just have to realize that there's another way to do it here, okay? Take a pause to reflect, and I feel like it's all going to come to you. You got that aha moment waiting for you, okay? So that is what I have for you, my loves. If you like this style of reading, let me know in the comments down below. If it resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, check out your other sign placements. Everything that you guys will need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling personals, is in the description box for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, guys, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I'm sending so much love and light. Until next time.